Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. Okay, um, at this point, late July-ish or whatever, I feel it's safe to start predicting some of these marquee big matchups in week one for the upcoming 2024 college football season. I think I'm about to sneeze, y'all. Colorado versus North Dakota State. Um, I see the point spread is like 7.5, 8.5 points for Colorado. That seems about right. Might be bigger than that, realistically. Now, look, I do understand that North Dakota State is known as an FBS killer. I understand they're known for beating bigger teams. But here's the thing. That they might have probably would have beat Colorado last year. That's true. But I keep talking about the line of scrimmage when it comes to football. Look at Michigan, for example. Michigan, now I know they're a much better team than Colorado is right now, but as far as the lines of scrimmage, that's why they beat teams as great as Ohio State, teams as great as Penn State, great as Alabama, and so on and so forth, right? So I'm not comparing Colorado to them, but I am comparing in terms of the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage matters. Because it's not like they didn't play hard up front. They were just really undersized. And Colorado's biggest fix in the transfer portal and recruiting, because they got one of the best, if not the best offensive tackle in the country out of high school this past year, were offensive linemen. So Shedeur Sanders is going to be well protected for this season. That's what that means. Unless the injury bug hits all of them and then he's, done for. But I feel like the line of scrimmage will win Colorado and will win over with Colorado in this game. Now, I don't think they're going to blow out North Dakota State. I think this will be a pretty good game because, like Deion Sanders said, they're a great football program, well coached, good players. They play hard. They rarely make any mistakes and all the good things. I like what Deion Sanders said about them, that nobody else is saying, and he was very sincere when he said that. But I think Shedeur Sanders has a really good game. I think he's able to. I don't think he's going to put up TCU numbers like he did because North Dakota State's really good on both sides of the ball. But I think because, again, Colorado, they're actually a pretty well-coached football team. Outside of the Oregon game, coaching wasn't really an issue. And their defense always forced a lot of turnovers. Again, it was just a line of scrimmage. And also, their defensive line also got bigger if you look at the transfer portal and what they got. So, with that being said, I think Colorado wins this game 31-14, 17-ish. I think they win by 2 scores. I don't think they're beating them by 20-30. But again, I do think that they'll be able to win the battle up front. I think Colorado does enough offensively to pull away late in the game. I think because the offensive line is going to play so much better, I don't expect Shedeur Sanders to be on his backside 20, 30 times in one game again like it was against, what was it, UCLA last year? Oh, that was ridiculous. I expect Colorado to win this game. That's my honest opinion. And again, I'm not talking about Colorado like there's some powerhouse, like there's some great program. But size matters in college football. Especially, look, usually a team like North Dakota State or any of these other small schools, they usually beat bad teams. Colorado was not necessarily a bad team last year. Now, again, their record says yes. But again, if they had an offensive line that was bigger up front and played better with their size, obviously, they would have won a few more games. Those close losses to Utah, those close losses to UCLA, which was a 28-16 loss. Stanford, probably. Arizona was a close game. It was a great game. Oregon State, I think, was a close game. You're looking at a potential 7-8 win Colorado team last year. That's just my opinion because I know Colorado's not elite, but they're clearly coached well. I think Deion Sanders is an amazing coach. I think this year you'll start to see more of that. And because they're in the Big Ten, that's why I've said that they'll win 10 games this year. At least 8. So that's my opinion on that. I have them beating North Dakota State 31-17 in a tough game. Now, North Dakota State, because I think Deion Sanders will have his team ready to go in week 1, I don't think they'll be able to beat that team. But if they did beat Colorado, I would not be shocked because, again, they have beaten a lot of FBS teams. And if they beat Colorado and Deion Sanders, why not? That's possible.